Hi there. What we've got today is we're going to show you how to use the basic sum function on Excel. Let's just put in a little bit of data and we can have a look and see how it works. Okay, let's make that 50, 16, 90, 80, whatever. And there we go. So we can say these are sales figures or whatever you want to make them. And you have a problem that you don't want to have to total the columns yourself. You want Excel to do it. So the basic formula is, if you go right to the bottom to the first empty cell underneath the column, you put equals sum open brackets, and then it's, as you can see, cell A2. So A2, and you want to calculate the sum of 25, 50, 75, 100 and 1, 2, 3, 5. So it will be cell A2 to A6, close brackets, enter. And that will give you a 1485. Now there is a simpler way which Excel has set up for you, and it's called AutoSum. If you click AutoSum, it puts in the sum of the column just as you had before with the formula. So remember, formula, sum, and there is another way to do it. You use your shift button and the arrow keys. So you would go up to the key there, press your shift, and your keep pressing the shift and your arrow key up and enter. So what it does is it adds a bracket for you at the end. Now the same thing works if you want to add the sum of the horizontal columns. So it will be equals sum open brackets, and then it's A2 to C2, close brackets. So there we go. So it's C and A2 to C2, and the auto sum works as well. Enter, or you can just click on it, click on that cell, and there's a little box at the bottom, little square at the bottom right, and you bring it down like that with your mouse. So you've got 1485, 325, 255, and then you've got the totals there. So you can either have a sum of those, or you can have a sum of those. Let's just make it a sum of those. Okay, what you must also be careful of is, if you have 75, you have a space, you have 50, you have 25, and you have 50 again. If you try and use AutoSum, you see what it's doing? It's leaving any empty cells open, so it only adds F4 to 6. If I were to do the same, if I were to have a 0 instead of that, and then I use my AutoSum, it will have G2 to G6. So you must just be careful of how you use it. There is another way that Excel does things for you. Let me just delete that one for you. Let me just undo, because remember it was 1485. If you delete that and just click your mouse onto the top so it highlights that, if you have a look at the bottom here, it gives you a sum 1485. It gives you the number of lines, which is 6, but it ignores the first line, and then it has an average, which is the 1485 divided by 5. And that's about it for the sum.